you doing down there, John?
All is good. Beautiful weather, pretty consistent temperatures, bright sunshiny days, and I've been checking on that weather back in Indiana. It seems like you got all the seasons happening in just a few days, huh?
Yeah, we had them all. We went from snow on Monday to 70 degrees on Saturday, and yeah, it was unbelievable. We had every season in 5 days, so it was great.
It's the way it is in Indiana sometimes, I guess. So, 'tis the season. So, anyway, hopefully, winter stays far, far away for a long time for you. So, unless you like that sort of thing.
I don't mind it. I like fall. I wish we'd have a longer
Yeah.
fall. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you'll be down here soon, so in South
yep.
Carolina, so it'll be fall-like with an ocean
Yeah.
view. So stay tuned.
All right.
So I don't know if this is the last time we got together, but we've talked about this honestly for a while. Let's do some cocktails, specifically whiskey type of cocktails. So I know you've got something lined up. I do as well. So what do you got for your cocktail for today?
So what I got for today um, is um, the official name is peanut butter dream. So it's a very dessertish cocktail, very fall dessert. I mean, it's made with the new Crown Royal chocolate.
Okay.
Um, so the Crown Royal chocolate, I put an ounce ish. I'd say I'm pretty heavy handed when it comes to mixing
Yeah.
drinks. So
Yeah.
an ounce ish of that, and I put about an ounce and a half of the Hard Truth peanut butter whiskey in there with it.
Okay.
And then you have the third ingredient, you can go with a heavy whipping cream. I do go with a Buffalo Trace bourbon cream, just to
Okay.
kind of give it that creamy dessert taste to it. And on that, I only put about an ounce and a half tops of it in there. Um, but if you are a fan of peanut butter cups at all,
I am.
this is for you. And so, yeah, I mean, it is. You can't even get it to your nose in the peanut butter. Chocolate peanut butter just kind of takes over. But it's pretty sweet. It's one of those that you definitely would want to have probably after a meal. You're
Sure.
just hanging out. You're not going to have six of these in a night, or
Right.
you may not like the outcome of that. But this is a great fall winter drink, and even your non-whiskey drinkers, this is something that they could really try because it does. It's just like having a Reese's cup in a
Yeah.
glass.
I mean, you said you're a little heavy-handed with the whiskey, but
Yep.
even with that, I mean, there's enough other flavors to balance that out.
Oh yeah, it balances out, and just like with all the Crown Royal flavored whiskeys, they're not quite that 80 proof. They're more 70 proof. So they're a
Yeah.
lower anyway, and so it makes a good cocktail that is really fall driven, especially as we're getting close to the holidays.
Yeah. Uh, Now, did you try? I'm assuming the answer is yes, but the Crown chocolate. I think last time you and I chatted, you
Mhm.
mentioned you picked up some. How does it taste by itself?
Uh, it's actually pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
surprising. I was kind of leery on a chocolate based whiskey, and it's definitely, I would believe, made for mixing for a
Of
cocktail.
course.
Yeah, it's not like your apple or your peach or something you could kind of sit around, but it does taste okay on a standalone.
Okay.
Again, it's nothing you're going to want to drink all night, but it's okay. You can get through it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So make sure you send me your recipe, and as you're
will
describing,
do.
I'll pop it up on screen so people can check that out.
Okay.
All right. So my cocktail. First, I want to give a shout out to this company called Custard Boutique. They're in Greenville, South Carolina. Also, they have a shop in Savannah. Honestly, they don't have a lot of things in that shop for you or me,
Okay.
But my wife loved the store. They have these fun hair clips of all sorts of shapes and sizes, fruits, vegetables, cocktails, whatever. So we had a grand old time in there. But I found a mixer while I was in there
Really?
called Yes Cocktail, and it's like all organic, but it's ginger citrus. And do you like ginger very much?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I really do.
Yeah. Um, to me, I mean, if you don't like ginger's got a little bit of spice, I think. But
Yes.
the cocktail that I don't know, it's kind of my own adaptation. But there's a whiskey cocktail called the penicillin, and it calls for scotch, some of this mixer, lemon juice, etc. So I made a variation of that. So again, featuring a whiskey that I got. There's a distillery in Greenville called 6 and 20. We went there the other day. Now this is a little hot. This is 117 proof, and a little bit more expensive than normally I would put into a cocktail. But since I'm talking a little bit about our trip to Greenville, I thought I would feature them both. And then the last thing I added was some elderberry bitters.
Oh,
As far as the ratio, I'm kind of like you. I want when I drink a whiskey cocktail, I want to taste the whiskey, right? And so getting that balance right, especially with ginger, is a little bit tricky. But I'd say the ratio is probably about 3-1. And I didn't make a full glass but normally I would top this with a big cube.
yeah.
I think a big cube in a cocktail is probably better because then it doesn't get
Oh, I do
diluted,
too.
right?
Yeah.
But I don't have any big cubes right now. But this one is, I mean, ginger spice, the bitters, the elderberry bitters, add a little bit of fruitiness to it as well. But you get a nice strong whiskey taste. I don't know have you ever had a Kentucky Mule?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
So Kentucky Mule is like a Moscow Mule, which Moscow Mule typically has vodka in it. Kentucky Mule, take out the vodka, put in bourbon or whiskey. It's very reminiscent of that, to be quite honest. The ginger's strong, has some heat, gives a little bit of bite, but it's balanced well with that whiskey. So also kind of a fall-ish or a drink to warm you up, if you will. Probably way less sweet, a lot more tart, a lot more sour than but you're offering. So we're on completely different taste spectrum, but also will warm you up.
Yeah.
It's pretty good though. It's almost it's very citrusy, almost I wouldn't quite say lemonade. I mean the ginger's there, but it does have a lot of citrus notes to it as well. So kind of refreshing.
Now, were you able to get Amanda to try this?
Yeah, she didn't hate it.
Okay.
But she does like a Moscow Mule from time to time, which the predominant ingredient besides the liquor in a mule is going to be a ginger beer. Now, if you get it at a lot of bars here and there, they're probably not putting ginger beer in it. They're probably putting ginger ale. And I don't like a mule with ginger ale. I'd rather have the ginger beer, honestly. So
Yeah, it definitely changes it. Yeah.
yeah, so she was okay with it, but she would rather not.
Yeah, she'd rather pass. I understood. Yeah.
But I'll post the recipe. I'll put the recipe up for the penicillin on the screen. Like I said, I kind of vary because penicillin calls for scotch. I'm not really a scotch guy, or I haven't found a scotch that I really like yet. So I just more or less substitute that out and put bourbon in instead. But you can pick your favorite bourbon for sure.
Correct. I mean, that's the thing with all these drinks. You can kind of pick and choose your favorite flavor to add into these, and they'll work. So.
Yeah. All right. Any other thoughts on our first cocktail round here? We're gonna do a couple more rounds of this in upcoming videos, but this is round one.
Yeah, hopefully someone finds something in these videos that they can use for their Thanksgiving or their New Year's or their Christmas get-together. So.
Yeah, and personally, when I was thinking about my cocktails, and I'm guessing you had a thought process with yours. I mean, could have done an old fashioned, could have done a Sazerac, or some of these. But I don't want to say those are overdone, but those are things that people already know about. I mean, finding mixers like this or flavored whiskeys and that sort of thing, it's pretty. I mean, you can find those pretty readily available at most places.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
So, all right, well, folks, it's not every day Jamie and John talk about cocktails, but tune in for the next few episodes, and you might hear us talk about some more. Appreciate you stopping by and checking this out. And Jamie, I think we're in all the places maybe now.
We are in everywhere, from Facebook to Instagram, TikTok. We are absolutely on Spotify now, so YouTube. You can't miss us. If you're out there, we're probably going to pop up whether you want us to or not. So you could, give us a follow, a like, share with your friends. We appreciate all the support. So
absolutely. All right. Until the next time.